So tell me a little bit about your Sasquatch hunt.
Oh, well, okay. So the Squat Seekers of the South is a group that we started. It was a different name back in 2014, I believe, but this became the name, and on Facebook, this is our group. And it's basically just some friends of I and I, we've gotten together with the same general interest in Bigfoot.
Yeah.
People ask me, Chris, have you ever seen a Bigfoot? No, I've never seen a Bigfoot. Do I believe in Bigfoot?
You ever heard one, you think?
Yes, I've heard sounds that we couldn't explain, like tree knocks. Tree knock is a weird sound that we've heard in random and remote areas, just a big pop. And the only way I can describe a tree knock is if you were to take a wooden baseball bat and get up to an oak tree and hit it as hard as you can.
Wow. Yeah, that'd probably draw your attention.
What really got me into, I've always liked the idea of Bigfoot. When I was a kid, of course, the Patty film there in Bluff Creek, California, that I think was in the late 60s.
Oh, yeah.
Peter Gimley, can't remember
the guy walking across the creek.
Yep, and that few seconds of that footage. But I was hiking on the Appalachian Trail in 2005, 2006, and was on the section from Newfound Gap to Davenport, which is real remote. And it had snowed on us one night. And I had teamed up with some folks that I met on the trail, and we stayed in a shelter, and we were 2 nights in from Newfound Gap. That shelter tells you how far we're in of hiking. Got up the next morning. It was Mother's Day. There was probably 4, 5, 6 inches of snow on the ground. I was cutting the trail, and I got ahead of Tiffany and what was his name? Mike. They were from Tallahassee, Florida. And as I was cutting the trail, they were coming up behind me. I got on the AT, and I'm walking, and all of a sudden I look down and I see these bare human footprints, like somebody walking around barefooted on the trail.
Were they big?
They were 10 to 11 inches. Nothing like you hear at the AT. Yeah.
Bigfoot.
Well, I mean,
nothing you'd want to go and get some plaster and pour in.
No, but looking back on it, when I stopped and I looked down, the first thought in my mind was, who in the hell is up here walking around barefooted? And so I'm standing here looking at these footprints, and they come out of the wood line, and they're fresh. I mean, they were then minutes that this thing did. And I'm looking down at it, and they come walking up on me, and what are you looking at? I said, what do y'all make of this? And his name wasn't, I can't remember his name. Anyway, he goes, who in the hell is walking around up here barefooted? He's the same thing. So we started walking the trail, and 60, 70, 80 yards, it cuts back into the brush. And then, so if somebody's doing a practical joke, they hiked in, spent the night because it was just breaking day, and they're barefooted. So I don't know what it was.
I don't think anybody's going to go through all that trouble.
But it was a bipedal. It was bipedal, meaning walking upright on 2 feet.
Yeah.
It was not bear tracks. I've also heard about the feral people of the Smokies.
I just saw something the other day on TV about the feral people